Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a review for you on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette. I'm probably pronouncing this incorrectly. So this is a makeup artist who collaborated with Anastasia Beverly Hills to create this palette. When I first got this palette, I had no idea who that was, but I heard a lot of people talking about it on Instagram. So I actually Googled it, and it is a makeup artist who collaborated with Anastasia Beverly Hills. So she does have an Instagram page, so if you just search for this name right here, Amrezy, you will find her Instagram page. So yeah, this is the palette right here. It's $29 and I got mine at Ulta, and it's just like one of those cardboard type packaging palettes, and it is magnetic, so those are nice because they're easy to open. So when you open it up, it has a mirror. As you can see, this is only the second day that I've had it, and it's already coming apart right here. So I hope it doesn't kind of rip apart. It's just kind of, that little flap is just kind of ungluing. So yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of a cheap packaging, to be honest. So it has a total of 10 eyeshadows in here, beautiful shades. So there's lots of warm tone shades, which I really like. And then you get a couple like colorful shades over here, which I probably won't use as much. I would probably use the purple more than the green, but I didn't feel like I needed this palette because I feel like these colors are kind of dupeable. But I wanted to review it for you guys. So yeah, there's a total of 10 shadows. The sides of the eyeshadows are very similar to maybe like the Lorac Pro palette or the other Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. It does come with a double-ended brush. So on this side over here, it is like a pencil brush, and then this over here is like a small kind of all-over shader brush. So the bristles on the brush remind me a lot exactly of the e.l.f. brushes, like these e.l.f. brushes right here. So they're very soft, and they just remind me of those type of brushes. So I did use one side of the brush but not the other for the look that I have on. And I do have a tutorial for this look, so I will be posting that at some point after this video. So I'll upload this video first. But I just wanted to give you a review and kind of a first impressions on this, since I did use it today for the first time. So I'm just going to go over the shades and give you swatches. So this is Legend. This is Glisten. This is Topaz. This is Iridescent Purple. This is Emerald. This is Vanilla. This is Caramel, Morocco, Deep, Plum, and TBD. Oh, LBD. Sorry, this is LBD. If you guys know what LBD means, I have no idea, but maybe you can tell me down in the comments. So I'm just going to give you some swatches. Like I said, I didn't use them all, but I do have some thoughts on the ones that I did use. So the first one is Legend. It is very, very soft and pigmented. And it's like it's like a champagne. Let's call it a champagne color. So that is Legend. Next one is called Glisten, and I would say this is like a rose gold, and this is what I'm wearing all over my lid. And it swatches really beautifully and it feels really smooth to the touch. However, when I applied it to the lid, as you will see in my tutorial, it goes on very, very flaky and not very pigmented at all. So I was really disappointed in this color. So what I did is I applied it wet, and it just intensified the color so much better. So I definitely recommend applying that color wet or with a sticky eyeshadow base. You know, it might be the same for these other two that I didn't use. So the next one is called Topaz. This is a really pretty color. Really pretty. It's shimmery, and it's just a really beautiful shade. I'm sorry guys, I know that my swatches, when I hold them up close, I feel like they get washed out. So maybe I'll hold them back here. I don't know. Let's hold them right here and then I'll zoom in. So that right there is Topaz. So I don't know how that one performs on the lid because I did not use that one. The next one is called Iridescent Purple. This shade of purple. It's totally dupeable. I know Urban Decay has a similar one, and I've seen it in other palettes before. So that's Iridescent Purple. The next one is Emerald. and it's a really pretty green. So I probably won't use that one too much because I don't use greens a whole lot. And the next row is the ones that I'm really, really liking. So the one in vanilla is, I would say it's a satin finish eyeshadow, whereas all the other ones were more of a shimmery finish. So this is a satin. It has a slight sheen to it, which is really hard to pick up right here, but definitely saw that when I used it as my brow bone highlight and in the inner corner. The next one is called Caramel, and I love this color so much. It's one of my favorites from the palette. It's very pigmented. It blends out beautifully. It's a matte finish, and it's just a really beautiful kind of, almost like a warm yellow toned color. It's like a warm yellowish, reddish brown. Do you know what I'm saying? So I really, really love that one. It was really great and pigmented and blended out nicely. So I used that in my crease today. And then the other one I really love is this one called Morocco. I also use this in the crease to deepen it up. It's very pigmented, blends out amazingly. It's just a beautiful crease color. So I really love that one as well. So the next one is Deep Plum right there. I used that color to deepen out the outer corner, and I also applied it to the lower lash line. So that one is really, really nice for kind of smoking out a look. So I used it right out here in the outer corner and the lower lash line. So the next one is LBD. I don't know what that stands for. If you guys know, just leave it in the comments. I guess I could have Googled it, but that is a matte black shade, and it's not the most pigmented black, but sometimes I like that because it's not as intense and overwhelming and overpowering on the eyes. It's easier to kind of blend if you just want to deepen up like an outer corner or something like that, or apply it on the lash line, but you don't want it too intense and black, then these type of blacks are good. So I like, you know, I like having both a kind of more sheared out black and then having a really intense black. It just depends what you're going for, really. So those are all the shades right there, all really beautiful colors. I'm just really loving the bottom row a lot. I use that one, like I said, the one in Glisten, and it's just, I was disappointed on how it applied, but if you apply it wet, it applies really, really nice. I don't know about these other shimmery shades on the top, if it's going to be the same thing with those. So I really like the way the eye look turned out. I just love these warm toned looks. So overall, I do like this palette. I think $29 is a good value. I mean, $29 is pretty affordable. It's not as expensive like as an Urban Decay palette. You do only get 10 shades, which I think is a good amount of colors. And the nice thing about this is you get mattes and shimmers. So it's not like all shimmery, it's not all matte. So you do get a variety of finishes, and then you get a variety of colors. So like you have a brow bone highlight that you could use here. It has a satin finish, so it's not quite matte, but it could be definitely used as a brow bone color, which is what I used it for. And then you have some beautiful shimmery shades that you can use all over the lid. And then you have these really pretty kind of matte warm tone shades that are great for the crease. And then you just have a couple deeper shades that you can use to smoke out the look a little bit. So I think it's a great variety of colors and finishes. So I am really liking it. So there was that one shade that I did use on my lid, and I wasn't that impressed with it dry, but it applies beautifully wet. So it's not a complete dud because it is a workable shadow. You just have to find a way to use it, like using it wet or using it with a sticky eyeshadow base to give it the best color payoff. So those are my overall thoughts on this. I think it is a good value. Check it out. If you don't like it, return it, you know. So that's it for my little first impressions of this palette. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Bye!